The Royal Rumble, 30 superstars, one winner, and a ticket straight to WrestleMania. For decades, it was a battlefield for the men, but in 2018, everything changed. The women's division finally got its own Royal Rumble match, and history was written. From shocking debuts, to underdog triumphs, to dominant performances that shook the entire WWE universe, every year delivered a new legend. From Asuka's iconic first victory, to Becky Lynch's road to the main event of WrestleMania. From Bianca Belair's emotional breakthrough, to Rhea Ripley's Iron Woman run from #1, 8 years, 8 winners. This is the story of every women's Royal Rumble winner, explained in order. January 28th, 2018, Philadelphia. The very first women's Royal Rumble match in WWE history. Legends, current stars, NXT surprises, 30 women making history. And when the dust settled, one woman stood tall. Asuka outlasted the entire field, tossing Nikki Bella over the top rope to become the first ever women's Royal Rumble winner. The crowd exploded, a moment that felt like the start of a revolution. At WrestleMania 34, Asuka cashed in her Royal Rumble victory against Charlotte Flair. The streak was alive, undefeated for over 2 years. But on that night, the Empress of Tomorrow finally tasted defeat. Charlotte ended the streak. Even in loss, Asuka's place in history was already cemented as the woman who won the very first Royal Rumble. January 27th, 2019, Phoenix, Arizona. The man was red hot, the most popular superstar in the company, but she wasn't even in the match at first. After Lana was taken out with an injury, Becky Lynch seized the moment. She stepped into the Rumble as a late replacement, and in the end, it came down to 2 women, Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. The crowd was on fire. With one final counter, Becky throws Charlotte over the top rope, and history was made. The man wins the Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch used that victory to punch her ticket to WrestleMania 35. And in the main event, the very first women's main event in WrestleMania history, Becky pinned Ronda Rousey to win both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. The Royal Rumble launched her into the biggest win of her entire career. January 26th, 2020, Houston, Texas. The Queen had her eyes set on making history. Charlotte entered the Rumble, determined to prove once again that this was her division. As the field thinned, she faced off against the dangerous Shayna Baszler. The crowd wanted the NXT powerhouse to win, but Charlotte had other plans. With a perfectly timed counter, she sent Shayna flying over the top rope. The Queen wins the 2020 Royal Rumble. Instead of chasing the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte made a shocking choice. She used her Rumble victory to challenge NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 36. In a statement victory, Charlotte defeated Rhea, becoming a 2-time NXT Women's Champion and showing the world that the Rumble can lead to unexpected roads. January 31st, 2021, the EST of WWE entered the Royal Rumble with all the momentum in the world, speed, power, and athleticism no one could match. From the moment she walked through that curtain, Bianca Belair was electric. She lasted over 56 minutes, breaking records and outlasting nearly the entire field. In the end, it came down to 2 future superstars, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. The tension was real, the crowd on edge, and with one final counter, Bianca launched Rhea over the top rope, cementing her place in history as the 2021 Royal Rumble winner. At WrestleMania 37, Bianca used her Rumble victory to challenge Sasha Banks. In the main event of Night 1, history was made. 2 black women headlining WrestleMania for the very first time, and Bianca didn't waste the opportunity. With the KOD, she pinned Sasha to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. The Royal Rumble wasn't just her breakout moment, it was the night the EST became the champion. January 29th, 2022, St. Louis, Missouri. The clock counted down, and the arena exploded. After months away, the baddest woman on the planet made her shocking return. Ronda Rousey stormed into the Royal Rumble, tossing women left and right with ruthless intensity. And when the dust settled, only Charlotte Flair stood in her way. The Queen versus the former UFC champion. With one final throw, Ronda sent Charlotte over the top rope and claimed her first Royal Rumble victory. At WrestleMania 38, Ronda used her Royal Rumble win to challenge Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It was brutal, it was intense, but on that night, Charlotte walked out victorious. Ronda's comeback wasn't crowned at WrestleMania, but the Royal Rumble had once again proven her dominance. January 28th, 2023, San Antonio, Texas. History was about to be made. Rhea Ripley entered the Royal Rumble at number 1, the toughest spot of them all. For over an hour, she fought through legends, rivals, and fresh challengers. Bodies hit the floor, but Rhea kept surviving. And in the end, it came down to 2 women, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. With pure exhaustion on her face, Rhea used every ounce of strength left. Rhea Ripley becomes the first woman to win the Royal Rumble from the number 1 position, an Iron Woman performance for the ages. At WrestleMania 39, Rhea Ripley challenged Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And this time, the nightmare didn't miss. In one of the greatest matches of the night, Rhea defeated Charlotte clean and claimed her first world championship on the grandest stage of them all. Her Royal Rumble victory wasn't just history, it was destiny fulfilled. January 27th, 2024, St. Petersburg, Florida. The role model entered the Women's Royal Rumble with one mission: to finally claim the prize she'd chased for years. Bayley wasn't the flashiest, she wasn't the powerhouse, but on this night, she was the smartest woman in the ring. Bayley used strategy, patience, and perfect timing, and when the final bell rang, she stood tall, eliminating Liv Morgan to win the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble. For Bayley, it was redemption. Years of loyalty, sacrifice, and evolution, all rewarded with one historic victory. With her Rumble win, Bayley earned the chance she deserved at WrestleMania 40. She challenged Io Sky, her former ally in Damage Control, for the WWE Women's Championship. In a fast-paced, emotional matchup, Bayley defeated Sky at WrestleMania 40. The Rose Plant sealed the deal, the role model finally standing at the top once more. January 25th, 2025, Tropicana Field. The Queen had already etched her name into history, but she wanted more. Charlotte Flair entered the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble, determined to prove that no era is complete without her. She cut through the competition with veteran precision, and when it came down to the final moments, Charlotte captured her second Royal Rumble victory. The Queen had done it again. With her victory, Charlotte earned a championship opportunity at WrestleMania 41. She chose to challenge Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. But in that match, Charlotte came up short. Tiffany Stratton retained her title, defeating Flair at WrestleMania 41. Still, the loss didn't dim Charlotte's legacy. 2 Rumble wins solidified her as one of the greatest in Royal Rumble history. 8 winners, from Asuka's groundbreaking triumph in 2018, to Becky Lynch punching her ticket to the main event of WrestleMania, to Rhea Ripley's Iron Woman run from number 1, and Charlotte Flair becoming a 2-time Royal Rumble winner in 2025. Each victory wasn't just about a ticket to WrestleMania, it was about cementing legacies, creating new stars, and rewriting WWE history year after year. And yet, the very first winner still stands out: Asuka, the Empress, who not only won the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble, but also held one of the longest championship reigns of the modern era. If you want to dive deeper into that legacy right now, don't wait. Click the video on your screen to watch Top 15 Longest WWE title reigns of all time explained, and relive Asuka's record-breaking dominance. Go.